Hi, this is Sandy, and I finally finished this journal. I've been working on it for a while and him and hawing over certain elements or parts of it. But this was the one that I made the cover out of the straw paper, which you can also use just a plain paper bag. And you crunch it up and ink it and crunch it up and ink it some more, and then use some hair conditioner on it to soften it and give it a leathery look. And then I stitched all the way around it. I added lace on the binding, and then I used the crinkle ribbon for the tie. So let's get into the book or the journal. And it's pretty packed, as most of my journals end up being. On the inside, I covered with some Tim Holtz tissue collage paper and added a pocket out of lace. And then I created a journaling card, a tag, and a little notebook from the front pocket. Here I have some coffee dyed paper with some stenciling, and I added some lace to the bottom. And then the next page, I made a double fold pocket, and then created some journaling cards or tags. These ones are pretty wide. And then I have some more coffee dyed paper. I added a tab of this really beautiful, I have it in different colors. You'll see it. I got this from Turkey. I did some stamping on the paper. Here's another coffee dyed page, and I made a pocket of lace and then added this pearl trim to the bottom. And then in here I have a journaling card with a photo from a digi. And I left that for some journaling space. And then here I made a triple pocket, so that you have a tag there, and then there's a tag, or I'm sorry, a coin envelope here that I did a cluster on. And then I made this little paper clip with some beads on it to help keep the flap shut. And I haven't put anything in there yet. I'll find something. And then I have this big journaling card in the back. But here are the 3 pockets. And then on the back of that, I also have a 3-tier pocket that I also made as a tuck spot. So there's a tag in the back, and then within the corner tuck, there's a little tag in the front, second spot there, third spot there, and then the 4th tag there. And this was made out of a book page. And you end up getting four pockets out of that, plus if you make it a tuck spot, you can have 5. Here, again, I made a tab with the I don't even know how to describe it. The embroidered, I guess it is, trim. I did some stamping here, and then I added some eyelash trim to the bottom of the page. And then I did some more stenciling on the back page of that coffee dyed paper. Here's one of those advertisement type envelopes. So I have a pocket here with a journaling card inside. And this is more of the Tim Holtz tissue paper, collage paper. Oh, and I made it on the back so it looked like a postcard. I just drew that on, and then used a stamp for the postmark. Here, again, I have, this one's in pink, more of that trim from Turkey. On here, I have, it's a ribbon with dangling gems on it. Hopefully you can see that. In pinks and blacks and like an amber color. I stenciled on this page, and then I also added a journaling card using one of the clips that we learned how to make from Scrapbooking with Me. And here again is that lace, and then I have a tuck on the back as well for a journaling card, and then I did some more stenciling on that coffee dyed paper. And then that's plain. And then there's this one for journaling spot. Then here's that kind of opened envelope. And again, I have a journaling card in there. Again, I use the Tim Holtz collage tissue paper on that. That tucks in there. And then there's a tag that's glued down on there. And then here's a doily, and I did a little stenciling on that. Did some stenciling on this coffee dyed paper, and this one I added the red version with the rose of the trim from Turkey. And then I have some black lace that I added to the bottom of that page. Then here's the center of my signature. And I left that so I could add pictures or do some journaling on. And I also trimmed it with some black lace on the edges of the page. The next page is again coffee dyed with some stenciling. And I added a tuck spot with a journaling card. Here's the other part of that coffee dyed doily. I did some stamping on that. And then on this one, I did a flip. So the front pocket, I did in vellum, so you can see because I just really loved the grunge look there and the splash of ink. So I wanted to make sure that that showed through and didn't get covered up. And then I just made this tag to go inside. And I used black trim for the topper. And I did a little stamping, excuse me, on the vellum. This folds out. And I created another pocket here with a cluster. And another tag with the black trim as the topper. And then there's a thumb hole here. And I have another tag in there. In that pocket. Then over here I did another tuck spot. And I put a butterfly on the, glued that on the page. And then here's a journaling card. That folds back. Here's more of the coffee dyed paper with some stenciling. And here's some more as a tab, that Turkish trim that I bought. On this side, I added, again, it's ribbon with blue ribbon this time, with blue and clear dangles on it. And then I created this belly band, and I did some glossy accenting on that. And then the lace and ribbon trim with some pearls. And in there, I created a book full of coffee dyed paper for journaling. So there's a paper pad there. Oops. Getting caught on my bling. And then there's the other side of the coffee dyed paper for journaling. Here's the other side of that advertisement bag. And I created another card for in there. Also did the same thing. Made it look like a postcard like I did the other one, and I drew the line in that and stamped the postmark. Okay. This page here, I did some more stenciling. I added another kind of the trim that I had purchased, and I added lace, white lace, to the bottom of that page. And that flips over. I did some stenciling here. And then I created this fold out. So there's actually 4 flips, and each one has a tag in it that pulls out. Helps when you try to put it in straight. There we go. Okay, so then that flips over, and then there's this one with a tag. And I didn't put toppers on these tags because I did punch through both sides, so it's easy to grab out. And then there's that one. And then there's this one. And you can make these actually as long as you want. These two are the same on the bottom, but to try and limit the thickness, I did these a little bit shorter. But there's the back, and then there's a big one in the middle here. And then I used the flower of washi stickers on these. And then there's this pocket here on this page. And in here I have, I think, 4 or so journaling cards. So there's quite a bit of room for journaling in this album. Or pictures. That folds back. And then on the other side, there's a pocket where I made another card. And I did some glossy accenting on that. And then I just added some plain brown paper onto the back of that card. And it's a pretty stiff card, so that's good. Okay, and here's some of the, actually it's maroon trim on this one. It's kind of mixed with brown. I added some black trim onto the bottom of the page here and did some stenciling on the coffee dyed paper. And here you can see the maroon side a little bit better. And the lace still shows through on this side of the page. And then I have a big tag in here for that. And then here I did a flip out. So again, I used the vellum so you could see the paper behind here. So I have 2 tags here. Then that flips open, and you have 2 more tags on the back. And again, I used the vellum so you could see the paper behind it. And this was just some leftover paper that I had from when I did the Bird Waltz by Blue Fern Studios paper. So I was using up some scraps when I did this. Okay, and then that opens up, and then I have 2 long tags, or journal cards really, here. And then again here. So I like to do those stacked pockets, and again the first one I did in vellum. And then here I did a waterfall. Excuse me, but I only did pattern paper every other, and I added lined paper, coffee dyed lined paper in between, so you had room to journal. last one, the base, is the lined paper. Okay. Then that folds over around the page. And I have 2 more pockets here. And here. And then I left the side open, so I'd also have a side tuck for another journaling card. And then in the back pocket, oops, again, I used the Tim Holtz collage tissue paper. Use the same lace as I did in the front for a pocket. And again, just created another journal card, a tag, and then I have this fold out journaling spot. And it's just closed with some Velcro. And then there's the back. So that completes my flip through of this journal. I definitely are going to make some more of these covers and do different styles. It was a lot of fun, and I really like the way it turned out. It's not real thick at all, but it's really sturdy, so I was very pleased with it. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.